Hello Scorpios, and welcome back to my channel. This is Awakened Healings with Jess. I'm here to give you your mid-month reading for May. This is a general reading. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So feel free to check out those other signs as well, the other videos for those signs. Depending on what your sign falls into, you may find that the message resonates a little bit better for you, depending on what you're working on. Bear in mind, this is general, so some of the messages may not resonate completely with you. Just take what does and leave on the table what does not. Just try and not force any false storylines within your lives, because it can kind of confuse you. Anyway, yeah. So I hope, Scorpio, you all are doing well. I hope the month of May is treating you well. It's been a very healing type month. You know, the Taurus energy is very soothing, very nurturing, very grounding. There's a creative element to it as we are embarking our new cycles. So many of us have closed down big timelines, ended major karmic cycles, dating back to at least 2012, maybe even further. Some of us have even had to let go of karmic relationships, karmic situations. So we may be dealing with some heavy emotions there, just dealing with release and so forth. So maybe our heart chakras are a bit blocked and we may not be so open to the new changes, right? So, okay, before I go any further, I would like to invite you to create some sacred space with me. I'm going to use my Tibetan singing bowl. I'm going to chime it 2 times. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and take some nice cleansing breaths, connect energetically, and go from there. All right, here we go. Okay, great. Thank you. All right, so like I was saying, you know, many of us are closing down timelines. We're ending karmic cycles. We're ending karmic relationships, all in preparation for the new cycles that we're starting. Some of us are a bit hesitant, a bit resistant, but it's all in divine timing and for our highest good. So what I'm doing right now, if I can, this card to stop spinning, so I'm using the Goddess of the Moon Oracle deck. I'm going to pull 3 cards. I just need 1 more. And this is going to be our theme card for what we're working on for the next 2 weeks. Okay, first up is the masculine. Okay, Scorpios. When this card shows up, this is all about us getting into alignment with our masculine energy, both for masculines and feminines. This is about taking more of a leadership role, standing more firmly in your truth, more yang energy, more action oriented. Yeah. So we have the full moon here, and I feel like this is also lining up with the full moon that we're going to have on the 18th of this month, which is also the Scorpio full moon. So Scorpios, should be kind of an interesting time for you all. And I think this is going to help ground yourselves in your masculine energy and really begin to empower yourself. So what I've been seeing as a theme for all these readings that I've done so far is that there's a lot of signs who feel like they're out of sorts, out of their power. Scorpio, I'm kind of getting the sense that this could be you, but you're out of your masculine energy, okay? Up next is pleasure. So I feel like you all have been doing a lot of work on yourselves, a lot of spiritual healing, a lot of shadow work, a lot of focusing your intentions to up level. And you've been very serious, very focused. The phrase, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, just popped into my head. So yeah, take some time to enjoy yourselves, to enjoy life, because Taurus energy has a playful element to it. It has a creative element to it, and it's very, like I said, it's very grounding, very nurturing, but it does have that element of play. And this has been coming out, this is another theme that's been coming out for some of the signs, is to stop being so serious, you know, to let go of the burdens, even for a little bit, and to go out, enjoy your life, enjoy where you're at right now. Because like I said, many of us have ended big cycles and we're getting ready to start new ones if they haven't started yet. So we're kind of in this in-between period of just allowing the energy to shut down so new energy can start up. And it's taking a little bit of a shift. And you can be in that shift right now where it's like, all right, you know, you're dealing with the past and now you're getting ready for the new, and you're like, yeah, the only way to deal with that stress, if you want to call it, or with that confusion, or with the changing energies is to play. And when you're playing, you're fully present in that moment, in the here and now, because you're only dealing with what's in front of you. And when you're playing, you're not stuck in your mind. You're not worrying about anything. You're not worried about the past. You're not worried about the future. You're just really focused on enjoying yourself right at that moment. You're fully present and you're in an energy space of love and surrender and trust. Okay, so go out and play. Yeah. The void. New cycles. This is new moon energy. The darkness before the light comes in. Yeah. Your new cycle is here for you. Allow it to happen. Allow it to enter for you. Be excited about it. Hence the pleasure card. Go play right now, because when your new comes in, you're going to be in a higher vibrational energy space. You're going to be in a happier energy space. You're going to be more willing and open to accept what's coming through for you. Okay. So next I'm going to pull 5 cards from the Osho Zen Tarot deck. And we'll see what comes through. But yeah, so May has been a month about restructuring, rebuilding. You know, April, spring cleaned our lives. It raised a lot. I can't take these. I'll take this one though. This is perfect. This is intensity, inspired action, passion, inspiration, motivation, creative energies coming through. This is the Knight of Fire, central to your reading. Okay. Not a bad way to start. I'm liking it. Because that's exactly the type of energy that we need, that creative, inspirational energy to get excited about our lives. Adventure. Some slight hesitation. This is the Page of Rainbows, Page of Pentacles. Some slight hesitation about stepping into the new. New opportunities, perhaps, delayed. Flowering. I like this one. Queen of Rainbows. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, so we've got some earth energy going on for you all. Okay, Scorpio. Let's see what else comes through. Innocence. This is the 19 card. It's about being fully present in the here and now. It goes right along with what I was saying about pleasure. Being in that moment, seeking pleasure right then and there. We'll talk about this. Okay, it's reversed though. Your pleasure was reversed too, so interesting synchronicity right there. One more. Oh, wow. Okay. We'll take them. So you kind of got like a weird bonus reading. Compromise came up, and this is the 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Rainbow. More earth energy. We also have the transformation card and the conscious card. So transformation is a 13 card, major arcana. That is the death card in the regular Rider-Waite tarot deck. And you have the Ace of Clouds, which is clarity. And this is air energy, sword energy, Ace of Swords in the Rider-Waite. So let's see. I'm going to put this off to the side because I feel like that's sort of like a separate message. Let's see. And the bottom of the deck is slowing down. More earth energy. This is the Knight of Rainbows. Okay, you have the Page of Rainbows and you have the Knight of Rainbows. What does this all mean for you all, Scorpio? You have the Knight of Fire in the center of your reading. It's the inspired energy, inspired action. It's that passion. It's creative energy that's coming in for you. It's this fast-moving energy, okay? This is what is going to drive you and propel you into your new cycle. But you're a little bit hesitant. You have the adventure card. This is the Page of Pentacles reversed, or the Page of Rainbows reversed. What this card symbolizes in this deck is you tapping into your childlike energy and treating your new situation as an adventure. Being willing to step into something that's unfamiliar and be excited about it and be curious about it. It's reversed, so I feel like maybe there's some hesitation there. I'm not sure why though, because up next is you have the Queen of Rainbows, abundance. You know, this is the Queen of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite deck, and this is, I don't know, maybe some of you are dealing with a Virgo, a Capricorn, or a Taurus. But this could be you maybe getting yourself more grounded and stepping into your truth and, you know, being in a heart space or an energy space of abundance. Perhaps you're taking inspired action towards being more grounded. You have the Page, you have the Queen. Flowering is about feminine energy. It's interesting because you have the masculine energy in your theme card. So Scorpios, perhaps you're trying to balance out your masculine and feminine energy, because she's here to say, look, you know, I'm happy in my skin. All is well in my world. I am grateful and thankful for everything. She's sitting upon a lotus flower. She's happy in her beauty. She's surrounded with riches. Not a care in the world, you know. She's very sexual and sensual. She's fertile. You know, behind her is flower, you know, a lot of it's springtime, so creative energy. You know, I feel like you, Scorpio, are being inspired to create this new life. You know, I feel like this energy of fertility is giving birth to your new version of you and your new version of your new life, your new chapter. This is what this is coming in about, and you're hesitating because I don't think you know what that is or what you want yet. Because this is very young energy. It's immature. It's early stage energy that needs to be manifested to mature into fertile creative energy to birth your new life. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm getting. You have this innocence card, right? This is the 19 card, and this is here to tell you to get in an energy space of the here and now, the ultimate present. And I don't think you are. I think you're worrying about what happened, about what you released, about what just happened in April versus what's coming up for you in the remainder of May, and then June and July and August. Because June, July, and August are going to be very big months for the collective. They are. You just wait and see. Because this is reversed, I feel like you're just not present, you know. And this card is saying, okay, well, accept where you're at, become content and happy with where you're at. This is all about full contentment, happy in the here and now. Because let me turn it up right. You have this Zen master who is happy as a clam, sitting under this beautiful cherry blossom tree, having the time of his life with this little grasshopper on his finger. just enjoying life, not caring one iota about the past, not really giving 2 seconds of a thought about what's happening in the future. He could care less. All that he cares about is being in the moment with this grasshopper and having a ball. And for you guys, this is all about you being content in the moment right here, right now, where you are at right now in your life, Scorpio. Being happy, being grateful, being content for the people that are remaining in your lives, and for your career, you know, opportunities or advances, or wherever you're at. It's just wherever you're at right now, be happy in your skin. Be content. Don't concern yourself with anything other than being content right here and right now. Okay, it's reversed. So, yeah. You're struggling with that a bit. You know, you're probably too much in the future or maybe too much in the past, but you're just not quite fully present. And it's all about getting present. Okay? So you can birth your new future. And you have the compromise. You have the 6 of rainbows up on top. And I feel like this is saying, you know what, look, I may not win this argument with you. I may not win this discussion or whatnot, and that's okay. Where is the middle ground? How can we find the middle ground in this situation? I will say, never compromise who you are. Never compromise your morals, ethics, or values. Never compromise your moral compass. But if it's a situation where there is wiggle room and you're going to keep your integrity and your self-truth and self-worth intact, then okay. But I feel like this is a decision. But what's interesting is when this popped out, you also had the Death card, the transformation card in this deck, and you had consciousness. So this is big energy. When the Death card comes in or the transformation card comes in, this is all about transforming who you were into who you're about to become. And this card, this transformation card, has a very spiritual meaning associated with it, because you have, it looks like you have this Hindu god, you know, sitting on a lotus flower. And lotuses represent rebirth. You know, you can't have a lotus flower without mud, right? Lotuses are birthed through the harshest conditions, through mud, through muck, darkness. But they give rise to the most beautiful flower. And they do represent rebirth and renewal. So you have this Hindu god sitting on this lotus flower with purple flames in the back, with the phoenix rising up above. So I feel like maybe this compromise is you making the decision to step forward boldly into this transformation and to release who you are and step forward into who you are about to become and be comfortable with it. And you have the consciousness card. This is the Ace of Clouds, Ace of Swords in the regular Rider-Waite deck. And this is about you saying, you know what? Yeah, I'm ready for this transformation. I'm ready to up-level who I am so I can become this queen of rainbows, so I can birth my new life. But I can't give birth to this new life until I have fully transformed myself from the old into the new. That's what I'm getting. Your energy is to slow down. You know, this is the bottom of the deck energy, and it's just about taking your time to really think through it and not rushing the process. Yeah. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to use the Untamed Oracle Truth deck, or the Untamed Truth Oracle deck. There we go. So that way I can pull another 5-card spread to clarify and identify where we're seeing synchronicities and similarities within the reading. Oh, distortion. Yeah, so I feel like this card kind of goes along with the compromise card, just because you're making a decision about who you were and who you're about to become. And I think it's playing with you. Endurance, definitely. Came up reversed. But this is a great card for you to have right now, because I do think that endurance is definitely required in order for you to make that transformation. So don't doubt it, you know, flow with it and allow it to happen. You're strong, Scorpios. You're highly intuitive. Self, aligning yourself, coming into alignment, aligning your chakras, coming into your truth. Absolutely. Because you have your transformation card, you have the flowering card, aligning yourself to become this gorgeous energy of abundance. Absolutely. Oh, throwing things around. Conflict. Yeah, you may be feeling a little bit conflicted about what's going on, but I think deep down in your heart of hearts and in your intuition, your solar plexus area, I think you know what to do, because it's reversed, so that suggests an internal conflict. So you're struggling with yourself. You're struggling with the changes. Oh no, yep. And this came up reversed. Unknown. You're struggling with the changes, and you're struggling with what's going on because you're about to enter an area that's unknown and unfamiliar to you. This transformation is going to take you into a dark period, or what appears to be dark, and you have it right here. The void. Darkness, newness, new moon energy, renewal. You have to go through the dark to emerge in the light, to emerge enlightened, and out of chaos breeds order. Okay? Yeah. I feel like this is exactly what's going on. I can show it literally like in order. You're undergoing this transformation, but by you transforming yourself, you're going to go through a period of darkness, only to emerge enlightened. Yeah. That's what's going on with y'all. I love it, Scorpio. What I'm seeing across the collective is that people are either out of their power source, and they're now realizing, like, hey, I've given my power away. Now I gotta reclaim that. And what does that mean? Well, it means redefining themselves. You and who is the other? There's another sign that's going through this major spiritual awakening. It's really beautiful. But yeah, you are definitely coming into your new self. And it's gorgeous. Bottom of this deck is the fire energy. Central to your reading, first card out of the deck was the Knight of Fire. Inspired action, creativity, passion, motivation. Yeah, get fired up for all this, because it is going to be an amazing ride for you all, Scorpios. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, so I'm going to pull, oh gosh. First out, big bold vision. Yes, absolutely. This is exactly what you need to help you get you through the transformation and the void, the unknown. Big bold vision. What do you want for yourself? Because when you come out of this, you're going to come out a renewed person. Bigger, stronger, bolder, wiser. You're no longer going to put up with a lot of shit, a lot of crap. So what do you want your new life to entail? What do you want it to look like? Be bold. Be bold with your dreams. Be bold with what you're co-creating and what you're manifesting. Be bold with who you're going to allow into your life, or who you're going to allow to re-enter your life. We've got the Scorpio full moon on the 18th, and it's all about really examining the depth of these relationships. The perfection of your life, absolutely. That is what you are working on. The perfection of your life. What is it going to take to make your life perfect? What is your definition of perfection? You are in your power space, Scorpios, to make that happen. I'm going to talk about that after I pull this third card. So I have this analogy that I've been explaining with the rest of the signs about a house. Yep, inspiration. Fire energy. Lots of fire energy is here for you, Scorpios, about inspiration, dreaming big, redefining yourself, being bold in your requests and what you want for your lives, and not feeling guilty about it. Okay, so what I've been sharing with the rest of the collective is this analogy of the house, right? The house that we want. This house is not an actual house unless that's what you really want in 2019, but the house represents the thing or things you're trying to bring into your life. Relationships, marriage, children, new career direction, maybe an actual house. Maybe you want to buy a house. Maybe you want to move cities, states, countries. Maybe you're looking for a new revenue source. Maybe you're looking for spiritual abundance, spiritual enlightenment. Maybe you're focusing on your health. Whatever it is that you want to manifest, that will be your house for the intents and purposes of this conversation and this analogy to work. Okay? So, right now, we are creating the space, or the space has already been created for us to start erecting this house. Okay? This all started back in January with the new year and with the super full moon, with the lunar eclipse. We all got excited about it, saying, okay, we are going to harness this amazing energy to declare to the universe what we want 2019 to bring us, what we want to manifest in 2019. And we described so many houses that we wanted. We made our lists, we set our intentions, we said, okay, this is what we want to manifest. The universe is like, I got it. I've got your order. I hear you, I see you, and I am now going to start conspiring to set the conditions for you to receive your houses. Okay. February was all about, we had a second full supermoon in February, and that was all about redefining and retweaking anything that we feel like, all right, I said this in January, I want to make sure it really comes in the way I want this, so I'm going to add this, I'm going to tweak this and redefine blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. So you perfected the energy around manifesting your houses. March, we had Pisces energy. Very psychic, very spiritual, very emotional. It's all about all of us settling into our powers of manifestation, to align ourselves to start receiving our houses. Right? Setting the energetic conditions to allow these houses to start to manifest. Mind you, these houses are still very much in the 5D. But they're being brought in closer to us, right? It's starting to become a little bit more real and tangible. And in March, we said, okay, we're aligning ourselves energetically to manifest this. What do we need to clear in our lives to create the space to receive these houses? Perhaps it's people. Perhaps it's old thought patterns. Perhaps it's, old perceptions of ourselves. All that has to be cleared. Maybe it's, getting out of this toxic career environment and moving to something that's more fruitful, that's going to be in better alignment with ourselves. So it's basically starting to think about taking inspired action to start calling in our houses. Because remember, your house can be a career, it can be a person, it could be money, it could be children, it could be anything that you want. So whatever it is that you're calling in, that your house represents, March is all about aligning yourself to start taking inspired action to bring that into fruition. So you had the Pisces energy, and the end of the month was Aries energy, and we went into Aries for April. And in April, that was spring cleaning. It's like, okay, great. You did great work in March, to set the conditions, to set yourself to align with that. And you did purging. There was a lot of purging going on in March. It was a heavy month. And, things were brought up to the surface, new realities that you weren't really acknowledging. Was like, you know what? I'm now seeing the situation clearly, and this has to go. But how do I do it? And April's like, I got you. we're spring cleaning all this. All this has to go. But astrologically speaking, in addition to the Aries energy, the planets had already aligned and were aligned to support the collapsing of old timelines and to support shutting down karmic cycles. It was just the time to do it. You know, it was going to happen anyway, whether we set the intentions or not. But the more we focus on it and focus on our manifestations of our houses, yeah, it sped along closures of, you know, cycles, relationships, these collapsing of timelines, so that way we can set ourselves up for the new opportunities that are coming in and getting rid of old toxic energy that was not going to support us bringing in these houses. So April was very emotional. It was a very big month, and I know right now many of us are still sort of like trying to settle ourselves and calm ourselves from all that. But May with the Taurus energy is like, okay, let's calm things down. Energetically, Taurus is a very calming, healing, nurturing, grounding type energy. It has a creative element to it. It has a playful element to it. And it's all about us getting excited for the new. It's like, okay, May cleared everything. It cleared the decks. You now have all this space to welcome in your houses. So now May is all about, let's lay that groundwork. Let's ground it. Let's start making it tangible. And depending on where you are in your timeline with releasing your past and stepping into your new, determines on how far along you are in progressing the creation of your foundation and starting to erect the framing of your houses. So kind of think of it like that, you know, like you're building this house. You need a foundation. You need land, you need space in order to build that foundation. Then you have to start framing it. So I think for those of you who are further advanced in your timeline, you're actually starting to frame those houses. Those of you, depending on where you're at, you're starting to set the foundation. Because you've now surveyed, okay, I've got all this space for the new. What am I going to put in there? Well, you're going to put your houses. What you said you wanted back in January. That's what's trying to come in. If you're not wanting the houses yet, if you're in a state of fear, if you're doubting, if you're in a state of attachment to the past, if you're not wanting to fully release the past, or you haven't done that, you're telling the universe, I'm not ready for my houses yet. I really, really, really wanted these houses. I really want them to come in this year in 2019. It's trying to come in for you right now. But you may not be energetically or emotionally ready to receive it. And the more you resist, the universe is going to be like, okay, cool. We can wait. We'll delay this house or houses from coming in. And it's trying to come in. It's coming in at this higher level vibrational energy. And you're still down here vibrating low, you know, in an energy of fear and doubt and resistance. You know, and you can't meet this manifestation because you're not ready for it. Or at least you're telling the universe you're not ready for it. Because you're fearing the release of the past. You're doubting all that had to happen in order to bring in this new opportunity, this new goal, this new dream, this new manifestation. Okay? So you're either going to delay it, depending on the level of resistance you're putting out energetically, or you're going to block it outright, and the universe will be like, you know what, you're just not ready. Nope, not in 2019. Try again. Because you still have other lessons to learn in order to raise your energy level to meet what it is that you wanted in the beginning of the year. Okay? So that's sort of like my housing analogy, kind of explaining the law of attraction and explaining what we've done and how all this got started and sort of the context behind what it is that I'm speaking. For those of you who are new to my channel, this is just sort of explaining what we've been doing in January. I mean, in 2019, dating back to, you know, New Year. We're trying to manifest. We're trying to manifest the lives that we want. How ready and how serious are you? It's all up to you. It's all up to you. Do you want it now? Great. Get in alignment. Learn the lessons. Acknowledge the lessons. Send everything away with love and light. Doesn't have to be a permanent goodbye. In some situations it is. In others it could be just a temporary situation where it's like, okay, you go work on yourself. I've got my thing to work on. I'm trying to bring in this house. And in order for me to bring in this house, I've got to do X, Y, and Z to meet it. And I don't need you distracting me. Right? So that could be happening. So, yeah. Get inspired. Understand where you are in this timeline. Understand what's going on energetically and situationally. Align yourself. Get truthful with yourself. Get real with yourself. And eliminate this. Because this is going to delay or block your houses from coming in. Okay? All right, so up next, I'm going to move on to the Pure Love Oracles. And this is, those of you who are new, this is just a little conversation between the masculines and the feminines for twins and soulmates. So what I've been seeing lately is there's been a lot of reconciliations. In April, a lot of people came and had an energy of reconciliation. The ones that I'm seeing now in May, it's been about timing. But we'll see what comes in for all of you for Scorpio. Okay. Okay, so what masculine would like to share to his feminine is, I do not feel worthy, but I want to have fun times with you. Okay. Feminine, you got 3 cards. She's saying, I forgive you. I wish you could be here right now. However, we need to wait for better conditions. Yeah. So, there's definitely a separation here, but there's still love for one another, and all is not lost. You know, it's definitely a timing thing. Feminine is forgiving her masculine. Masculine is not feeling worthy. She misses him. She wishes that he was there with her right then and now, but she wants better conditions. And he's saying, I don't feel worthy. So maybe he did or said something to cause a split. Obviously, if he's not feeling worthy, then perhaps it was a great disappointment. Maybe he let her down. But he wants to have fun times with her. So I think he's reminiscing about the past and how much fun the relationship was before that situation arose to cause the split. If he's also not feeling worthy, I also get the sense that maybe he wants to start off slowly and keep things casually, and just keep things fun and lighthearted, and kind of reestablish the connection, get to know one another again, and kind of ease back into the relationship, but keep it fun and casual, lighthearted, you know, nothing too intense. So that's what I'm getting. Yeah. So let me know how that works out for you all, Scorpios. Okay, comment comment in the comments below. I'm a big cheerleader for love, and I love romance, and I love it when people come together and they're able to work it out and find love. You know, it's what makes the world go round, right? Love. So I'm going to pull 3 cards from the Archangel Oracle deck. Let's see what comes in for you all. That one wanted to pop. Okay, one more. And, oh, 2. I feel like this time around, everyone's been getting bonus cards. So the spirits have lots to share with you all. Okay. First message is from Archangel Chamuel. It's a message of peace. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Yeah, I like that. Love does make the world go round. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Yeah. Next up is a message from Archangel Metatron. This is all about chakra clearing. Yep. Call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. Yeah, so this is coming into alignment, aligning your energies to allow that transformation that's coming through for you, right? You've got the death card, the transformation card. You're definitely up leveling yourself, and you're sort of stuck between allowing the change to happen or being stuck with the old, smaller version of yourself. Meditate, do some yoga, or develop a regular yoga practice, because that will certainly help you align your chakras. All the poses are sort of designed to focus on different chakras as you move and stretch and twist and, detox. It's a great way to kind of do this to light up the full rainbow of your chakra system. Another message from Archangel Metatron. This is Indigo and Crystal Children. You have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. Yeah, so remember how I was talking about like tapping into your childlike spirit? So you have this adventure card, and I sort of feel like if you can sort of be around children or tap into your inner child, you'll be less reluctant to take that bold step forward into the darkness, into the unknown. Because that's what's going to be required, stepping into the unknown, to emerge enlightened and ready to take on your new life and to be fully transformed to meet your new life energetically. Remember the analogy of the house, and remember the analogy of where the house is vibrating and where you're vibrating. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind. And then you have clairvoyance. This is from Archangel Raziel. I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. Yeah. It's all part of your transformation process. All right. Well, Scorpios, that is all that I have for you right now. I sincerely hope that these messages resonated with you, and I hope that you found the guidance and the messages and the answers that you were looking for. It's going to be a beautiful remainder of the month. June's going to be gorgeous. This transformation is going to happen overnight. It's going to take some time. Okay? Even though this is a mid-month check-in, this is about letting you know what's happening, what conditions are being set to up-level you, so that way you know what to expect in June, July, and August. We've got the eclipses in July. That's going to be a big month for you all. It's going to be a big month for everybody. But don't resist. Don't doubt. Allow the changes to happen. And just know that it's in divine timing and divine order. It's for your highest good and for the highest good of others. All right? So thank you to all of my subscribers. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. Thank you to all the cross-watchers and the new viewers who found my channel today. Again, I hope this all resonated with you. My intent is to bring you messages of healing, inspiration, joy, and spiritual guidance, Check out the previous videos. They go into more detail about the timelines and what's going on energetically with the karmic cycles. April was huge for that, so I tend to release content on Sundays. Usually it's weekly. I do weekly general readings plus the zodiacs, the beginning of the month and the mid-month. So check that out. Click on the bell to subscribe so that way you're notified of any new content that I release. Yeah. Love you all. Thank you so much for supporting me, and I look forward to seeing you all back in June. All right, take care. Love you all. Bye-bye.